A transgender cop car. Look at that. Are you guys cops or you just identify as cops?
In my laptop, black, so it run faster. Now it just doesn't work. Wait, what?
I got invited to perform for the U.S. military veterans, and they have no idea who I am. Let's find out if they really have PTSD.
Good to be here. I'm very scared.
Instantly like this guy.
They tell me that they are doing this show to make the good things for the veterinarians. You guys are the ones, right? They are saying that you guys did the fighting and then you have the PTSD. And I didn't know what that means, you know? So they explained to me that, you know, you go to war and you see like the crazy things over there and then you come back and you are depressed. We also have a name for that in my country. It's called being a bitch.
Hey, if you're a veteran and you think this guy's funny, drop a comment.
Why you have PTSD? Just forget about it. We have 0% PTSD over there. So all my brothers, they never come back from war, so no PTSD.
You've ever wondered what a 1,000-pound cow looks like up close and in person? This is the place to come. Also, maybe if you...
Oh no. YouTube, please don't demonetize this video. It's a tortilla. To be expected.
I'm fucking told it's swearing. Don't fucking on.
Oh, the game was to slap each other in the face with a tortilla, and you actually did it! Oh.
This is you as an all-American, and a big opportunity for you in Hollywood. You must have had to beat off a lot of American men to get this part. Why does that make you giggle? Did you not have to beat them off?
You actually, to get the role, there was quite a few men up for the role as well.
What's the first thing you do if you swap bodies?
Who would I swap bodies with?
If you and I swapped bodies, what's the first thing you would do?
Oh, if you and I swap bodies?
Yeah.
I guess I would want to know what it's like to come as a man.
Yeah, and I know women don't, so I wouldn't even try.
Would you guys rather go to jail for the rest of your life or be conservative?
Go to jail.
Go to jail?
Yeah.
Die.
I don't know. I love these videos when they take out all the music and then they just add the sounds.
How old are you?
I'm 80. I'm 83. 8 and a 3.
And you're almost 100.
That's right.
And then you're gonna be dead.
Eli!
I hope so.
No!
Two blondes walk into a bar.
Yep.
You think one of them would say it, wouldn't you?
Say what?
You think one of them would see it?
See it. See what?
See what?
Would you rate this guy on a scale of 1 through 10?
A 3.
Oh, damn. Word.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not really my type.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 through 10?
I think someone glued a mop to her head and broke off the handle.
10.
You think other people agree with that?
I don't care what other people think. Confidence is key. Period.
Hey, bro. What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 through 10?
What the fuck? That look like a fucking lizard, man. She a 0. I ain't gonna lie.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yes. If he's not 6'4" bald, he's not it.
So you're judging guys based on something they can't change, though?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, but I judge based on unnatural beauty. I see you guys got a lot of makeup on, so let's see what you look like without the makeup.
Take it off.
No, that's disgusting. No. Height is equal to makeup?
No, it's actually not. That's the point. Because you guys can change how much makeup. I can't change my height. So just take back height matters.
No, I stand on it.
Then take the makeup off.
No, because I'm going to the next bar.
So you don't look good without makeup is what you're saying? Do? All these girls that do this, they act all confident, and then they see themselves on the video later, and then they comment and DM me. They're like, bro, please take it down. You can't say height matters. Now, I'm not shaking your hand. I got a girlfriend.
In-N-Out Burger had to close down their store in Oakland, California. I wonder who's to blame.
I wonder why.
Over 400 restaurants, and I know you just had to shut down one in Oakland, which I'm going to guess why, but I'm going to let you make a remark. But how do you make these decisions?
Oh, Oakland, where Kamala says she was from, but she's actually in Berkeley.
Whether to grow or to shut a store down.
It was just absolutely dangerous. Out of 365 days, I think almost 300 days, there was some type of event, some type of thing
in
happening.
Oakland.
In Oakland, yeah.
Like what, robberies or violence?
Car burglaries, violence, fights, theft, you name it. I mean, there was a lot. There was actually gunshot went through the store. There's stabbing. There was a lot.
And you've never shut a restaurant down before.
No.
So this must have been pretty
huge.
Hard.
It was huge, but we, you know, for the safety of our associates, we just felt like this is not okay, you know. And the amount of time it would take for the police to get.
If you really want to teach them a lesson, take out all the KFCs and Popeyes. Getting canceled.
What is a woman?
I support all women.
But what is a woman?
A woman is whoever believes that they are a woman on the inside.
So if I believe I'm a woman, does that mean I'm a woman?
Yes, it does.
Even though I have a...
No women have uteruses. Goodbye.
Watch how this wokey gets destroyed.
Excuse me, would you rather $100 or to go out on a date with me?
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
This cannot be true.
Yes.
One of those.
Yeah.
On a date with you.
Your chest looks like they're writing on a bathroom wall.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'll take the money.
Here's a little case study that they probably won't be teaching anytime soon in business school, even though it's pretty eye-opening. This was by far the best year the WNBA has ever had. They set an all-time record for
because of Caitlin Clark
for total television viewers at 54 million. They set an all-time record for the number of telecasts that reached at least 1 million viewers. They had their highest total attendance in more than 2 decades, up roughly 50% from last year.
I know it's coming.
The All-Star Game recorded its most fan votes in history at 10 million votes, more than a 500% increase from last year. The Indiana Fever, the team Caitlin Clark plays for, set an all-time single-season record for attendance by a WNBA team. The league saw a 350% year-over-year growth in subscriptions to their paid streaming service. The league had more social media engagement, more sellout crowds, more news coverage, more merchandise sales than ever before. This was the kind of season that WNBA executives never imagined was even possible. Given all these facts, how much money do you think the WNBA made this year? How much cash did this historic season actually bring in? What kind of profit were they able to reap from all of this success? You might remember that earlier in this year, there were some estimates that maybe things weren't looking all that great. And it turns out that now that the final numbers are in, those estimates were very accurate. In total, according to New York Post, the WNBA lost $40 million this year in its best year on record.
The WNBA is the equivalent to a rich husband whose wife has a failing candle shop or Etsy store and just has like this hobby thing that he pays for her to lose money on. Historically, the WNBA has never turned a profit. It's completely supported by the NBA, and the women players say they want equal pay to Steph Curry and LeBron James. In a failing franchise, it's delusional.
Angel Reese acting hard. It's very hard to watch Angel Reese shoot layups. She's pointing to her fourth finger because she was the fourth leading scorer in that game. Angela Reese looking like a baby giraffe. No defense and no chance at hitting the rim when you shoot the ball.
Airball.
You are the reason we watch basketball. Laugh.
Just exhilarating gameplay.
People are noticing that Kamala looks burdened by what has been.
I think of her as America's wine mom.
Poor Patrice Cullors, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, lost 2 of her 3 mansions in the wildfires.
Oh, what a tragedy.
She's so oppressed. No, really, this is some divine justice right here, because her stupid movement that no one cares about now, even leftists, like the last Black Lives Matter protest had like 30 people. They caused $2 billion in damages and were trying to burn whole cities to the ground. I feel bad about those that lost their homes in these fires, but not this one.
The Great White Hope pardoned you, Donald
That
Trump.
him, the racist.
The Great White Hope. I love that.
Pardon an old, poor little black woman like me so I can reclaim my life and start over again. Not only did he give me a full and unconditional pardon, but he also made it illegal for them to chain women to the bed during childbirth. And then he passed the First Step Act. And then I walked in a list of 100 names of people that needed to be freed, and he freed several of those people before he left office. And these people are trying to convince me that I'm supposed to vote for the black woman who locked everybody up instead of the white man who freed everybody.
What a mess.
A mess.
When they call Donald Trump a racist, what do you think about that?
I feel like that's the kind of racism we need. And so for this man who they claim is such a racist, who not only gave me a fresh start, gave Kwame Kilpatrick a fresh start, gave Alice Marie Johnson a fresh start, you know, pardon Kodak Black, Lil Wayne.
Anything men can do, we can do better.
Finally, a woman who gets it.
Reject delusions. Embrace gender differences.
Go ahead, when you're ready.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, you guys have a lady back here. She got no teeth, asking for a Big Mac with no onions and a small milkshake in exchange for sex.
Stop it. I'll let my manager know. Can I take your order?
Let me get a Big Mac with no onions and a small milkshake.
You are nasty.
I like how she just immediately started laughing.
I learned that racism is passed down generationally, so it's internalized, which makes sense. I was walking home, it was late at night, and this black guy walks towards me. And instinctively, I grab my purse, even though logically, I know he's not for sale.
Good twist.
He did steal my wallet, though.
What about Bill Cosby? You ever get to meet him or not? Before he had all the problems?
Is being a rapist one of the problems?
Cat Williams with Theo Vaughn. That's peak podcast right there.
What were the interpreters doing when you said that?
Wait, there's 2 of them? Is one doing Spanish or something? Are they both doing English? Are they doing the same thing? Why would there be 2? Have you asked this already?
Well, to be honest, I asked for 9, but only 2 showed up.
What are they, taking turns or something like that? Is this too hard of a job for one person to do at a time? Oh wait, one's doing what I say and the other one's doing what you say. Oh my God. I am never smoking a blunt right before this show again. It took me way too long to figure that out.
Welcome to the show, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh my God, this makes me wish there was a big black for me to suck right now.
She's really committed to that interpretation there. Looks like she knows from experience.
Yeah, hello? This is an officer with ICE doing a routine check. Well, I'm an American citizen. Well, we have questions that'll determine that answer. Okay. How many points are scored in a football game?
6.
We want to make America
Great again.
Who's the best female artist?
Taylor Swift.
All right, last question. Can you say Walmart? Sir, can you say...
Yes, I know. Walmart.
Caroline Leavitt is absolutely destroying left-wing reporters.
Not a crime.
Of the 3,500 arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office, can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly what they are. If they broke our nation's laws, yes, they are a criminal.
For the past 4 years, the left has called illegal aliens asylum seekers or migrants, when in reality, they are criminals who are passing through our borders illegally. The last time I checked, when you commit a crime, it makes you a criminal. Someone who robs a jewelry store isn't a jewel borrower. Someone that shot another person didn't just accidentally leave a bullet in them.
You are a liberal.
Absolutely.
Why?
Bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Yeah, because he gave up his man card and now he bleeds every month.
Bleeding.
It's just a terminology that I often hear.
And do you know that real men are not liberals? Real men are conservatives?
I've heard you say that before.
I love Jesse Lee Peterson.
There's a documentary I would love for you to watch about male masculinity. I think it would open up your viewpoint a little bit more.
Yeah, let me respond to your question by asking you to watch a documentary. I have no opinions of my own. I just take on everything around me and what everyone else is doing. So go watch this documentary and that will answer your question for you.
I think you would better understand yourself and you'd probably stop espousing the stuff you say about weak men.
Beta. Are you a beta or conservative?
I think that's just kind of ridiculous, Stephen.
But if you are a bleeding liberal, you have to be
That doesn't
beta.
make me weak. That doesn't
beta.
Make me weak, actually.
Are you a conservative or liberal?
I am inherently politically liberal, but I think in terms of my overall outlook, I'm fairly conservative.
Real men are not liberals. How did that happen to you? Aaron, you're not being a badass. You're acting like a beta.
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr., who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Well,
in the video she gets cum on her back, I think.
Now, I think Chris Pratt is Republican. I've seen a video of him teaching the Pledge of Allegiance to his kid. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment down below. I know Offerman here is a complete lefty. So sad, Ron, so sad.
When I grow up, I want to work for a woke company, like super woke.
When I grow up,
I want to be hired based on what I look like
rather than my skills. I want to be judged by my political beliefs.
I want to get promoted
based on my chromosomes. When I grow up, I want to be offended by my coworkers and walk around the office
on eggshells
and have my words policed
by HR. Words like
grandfather,
peanut gallery,
long time no see,
no can do.
When I grow up,
I want to be obsessed with emotional safety and do workplace sensitivity training all day long.
When I grow up, I want to climb the corporate ladder. I want to be a conformist. I want to weaponize my pronouns. What are pronouns?
It's not just politicians. Earlier this month, a Trump-loving rapper put out a viral song called Daddy's Home.
We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, boo-hoo, so sad. Now your daddy's home.
Now, eagle-eyed viewers, the cunning out there may have also noticed that this video has a cameo from former television star Roseanne Barr. Yeah. Because nothing says hip-hop like a retired TV mom.
Well, she's much more than a retired TV mom. She is a comedy legend, which is more than I can say for you, Stephen Colbert. Literally the most smug left-wing whiner on earth.
Oh, yeah.
And the cherry on the cake is...
Actually, Jimmy Kimmel is much worse.
is today, Daddy's Home landed 3 number ones on Billboard. Because of you guys, Roseanne Barr is officially a number 1 Billboard charting rapper. Congratulations, Roseanne. We love you. Tons of love to everybody out there who helped make this possible. Can't
American Flags is probably my favorite song from Tom McDonald, and my wife loves Ghost.
All right, I'm going to read you the first couple words or sentence of a movie description. I want you to let me know if you think it'll be a good movie. Okay. A young FBI cadet must receive the help of an incarcerated and manipulative cannibal. Holy shit. Yeah, I bet that movie would be great. You are correct. It is and it was 1991, The Silence of the Lambs. Wow. Won an Academy Award for Best Picture. Amazing. Okay, next. A medieval Scottish patriot who is spurred into revolt against the English when the love of his life is slaughtered. I'm gonna go with yes. Correct again. 1996, Braveheart wins the Academy Award for Best Picture. Okay, next. 4 remarkable women pursue happiness. Come on. Really? 13 Academy Award nominations. What?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Never even heard of this movie. A Mexican lawyer is offered an unusual job to help a notorious cartel boss retire and transition into living as a woman. Oh, hot garbage.
On the ground. It's really cool. You fast, bro, but you ain't fast enough. What do you know? You ain't get me. I got you. Oh, don't tase me. That shit just stings. My safe word is pineapple juice. Put your hands behind your back, both hands. It's warm. Stay just like that. Cross your ankles. Ooh. Cross your ankles. We gonna take pictures? Bring your ankles up to your butt. Swap man, what's my safe word? Bring your ankles up to your butt. That's how far I go. You think I'm in Pilates? Stay just like that. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Oh, watch your hands, bud. Don't do that. That's my lighter. It don't work. Don't do drugs, kids. Those are my quarters. You wanna put those in your pocket? That is change! You know how long it took me to acquire those? Some of those are limited edition. Well, that's my flash drive. Don't look at it, unless you wanna see Big D. Watch your fingers, booty hole man! He's strong. Every strong man got a sensitive side. What's your safe word? Hey, real talk though, in my car, I got snack. Would you mind getting my snacks for me? No. Remember what I said?
I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Patty Mayo, and these are skits. Like, he's not actually a police officer. Still funny.
Your Honor, I'm seeking damages because I believe I was discriminated against. They refused to hire me on the basis of color, and that is illegal. So are you like a quarter then, or what? I mean, it's not just me, right? I look at this guy and I'm like, there's no way he can say it, right? What are you talking about? News flash, you're in America in the 21st century and you're a straight white male. Name one field that discriminates against straight white males. Higher education. Name another. STEM fields.
Affirmative action.
Name 3 more. The role in any TV commercial ever, the role of a historical white figure in movies, public sector jobs. Name 2 more. Caregivers, anything related to academia. 1 more. The role in the movie of someone who has to die first. All right, major point. Thank you. But I still don't think there's enough evidence to conclude they refused to hire you on the basis of the color of your skin. No, not on the color of my skin. What? On the basis of the color of my text messages. I have an Android. They refused to hire me because my text messages are green. Everyone in the office has an iPhone, and apparently I would ruin the office group chat by turning it green. Nerd.
The first Asian I ever saw, well, I saw some drawings because they're easy to draw. The next Asian I ever saw, the closest real Asian, boy.
It's like an Asian's a mythical character.
As that picture in the Guinness Book of World Records when there's like an Asian, like 17 Asian kids on a bicycle. Remember that one, the famous picture? Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Look what they can do, you know? And then there was a rumor when I was about 14, there was an Asian boy about 17 miles away from us. Got together and decided we want to go see this Asian. We cut grass for about 6 weeks and saved up money to get a taxi. How'd you get this address? Dude, you can get information. Okay. We went to see him and tried to go see him, but it was just a Chinese food restaurant. Oh, he's a Chinese guy. It wasn't a real Chinese person. It was just, I think some, I don't know, might have been like a Mexican Jewish guy running it.
How you doing, Joe Rogan?
This is the closest you two have come to doing a podcast together.
I offered. I was on Facebook.
Why did you not do Joe Rogan's podcast?
I was asleep. You gotta call me when I'm awake from 3 to 3:15. Look it up, Jamie.
Oh, you know some of the terminology. Have you listened to or watched an episode?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Which one?
There's a part about Bigfoot.
My name is Jacob, and my concentration is environmental science and sustainable business.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self. Hi, I'm Gabrielle.
I got my undergraduate from UVU and my graduate from ASU. I remember at UVU, they built this entire new building for theater. What is the most pointless degree ever? Lesbian dance theater. Universities are a business. They're going to offer these bullshit degrees as long as people pay money for them.
My concentration is creative direction, production, and narrative through the arts, performance, and written word.
Hi, my name is Karina Gomez, and my concentration is in journalism and Latin American studies with an emphasis in human rights, collective memory, and political violence.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Lee, and I studied the sociology of environmental communication.
Hi, my name is Reed, and I study music business and gender studies.
Hi, my name is Dominique, and I studied care politics with a minor in disability studies.
They should all be saying, hi, I'm unhirable.
My name is Elliot Wright, and my concentration is art as a social mechanism.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and my concentration is dramatic writing and theatrical adaptation.
My name is Noah Loyacano, and my concentration is equilibrium or negotiated paradox.
These graduates should be ashamed of having spent their money for these BS degrees. You can get a BS in BS.
Hi, my name is Sophie Lopez, and my concentration is titled Queering and Decolonizing Theater Practice. Hi,
It exists. I say lesbian dance theater in jest, but actually she has a degree in queering and decolonizing theater practice.
New York Mag accused of cropping black people out of Trump party. It said it was nearly all white.
Leftist media is lying? I would never imagine.
This is the picture they posted. New York, the cruel kids table. Out late with the young right as they contemplate cultural domination. It's really funny because if they would have just shown the whole picture, we would have saw the black guy there, the black guy there. That guy's not white. Also, here's a guy who put the whole shindig together. Look at that. Another black person was there. And another one. Is that Waka Flocka? And I don't know about you guys, but this guy looks really familiar. You don't hate the media enough. Stay triggered, my friends.
The election did not go as we planned it.
Only because the voters are racist, misogynist, garbage.
Yes, but we are going to be dealing with the same voters next time.
Next time? We all said that if Trump won, it'd be the end of democracy.
Hey, you believe that?
No, I mean, who's dumb enough to believe that? I mean, obviously, no.
Obviously, yeah. Okay, so one group that we have to get better with is Latinx men. Okay, they don't like us, and they don't like being called Latinx men.
Stupid idiots.
We cannot just start calling them Latino and Latina. That would be buying into the patriarchal gender binary.
So is there another letter that we can tack on to Latin other than A, O, or X? E? Latiny. Latini.
Latini.
But we actually pronounce it Latine. Like with one of those Mexican line thingies on the top.
You know when people don't agree with us, we usually just yell at them? You're transphobic!
Yeah.
Well, what if instead of that, we yell it even louder? You're transphobic!
And also, we're probably going to go on the Joe Rogan podcast.
I love the Babylon Bee.
If you were blind, how would you ask for a toothbrush? If you were blind, how would you ask for something to eat? Okay, if you were blind, how would you ask for a pencil?
Who's gonna tell her?
If you were blind, how would you ask for something to drink?
I gotta try this with my wife.
What? You're blind.
Yeah. I'm just going based off of what you're saying.
Typical conversation with a liberal.
If you're blind, how would you ask someone for something to eat? Okay, what about if you need a pen or a pencil? If you were blind, do you need that? What are you laughing at?
Well, I can do the other things except for the pencil, right?
What? If you were blind,
right?
You're not deaf. You can still talk.
Women.
Let's do a non-political question.
So why do you think single mothers should be taxed more?
I am a single mother.
I can tell you're a single mother because you're sitting really close to me.
Oh, Christian.
What's one thing you would never buy?
A friend.
So you would buy a slave?
I
So on your driver's license, what color does it say your hair is?
I'm bald. It says bald.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Is that for real? On your driver's license, it can just say bald?
Literally says bald. Did you lose confidence as you lost hair?
No, as you get older, you get more confidence.
Where does it come from?
Experience.
In the bed?
Ask her.
Is he good in bed?
We've been married for 30 years.
So no? What's one thing you would never buy?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe like heroin again.
Heroin again?
Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's snitching. Hey, dude, get back. Hey, excuse me. Is that okay to pet?
Why you pull me over?
You were doing 90 to 30. Why?
Because I'm in the hood.
That's a good answer. I'll be speeding to this motherfucker too. But you got any guns in the car?
No, sir, I ain't got no guns
You
in
gonna
this
need
car.
one. I'll be right back and grab you one.
Well, that's how you serve and protect the community.
Can I make my phone call? Do I have rights? Can I make my phone call?
Who you gonna call?
Huh?
Who you gonna call?
Your mama.
All right, get your ass in the car.
Okay, with that one.
I just want to let all y'all know, since the whole police department is like here right now, I don't have any fentanyl on me. I don't condone the use of it. I'm not that type of guy.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, bro. I'm an upstanding citizen.
I'm not gonna pound you, but I'm proud of you.
Not gonna pound me? No. Yo, pause, bro. I don't want you to pound me.
My friend's black. Of course he was late to this video.
Dude, I got here at 5:01.
Is 5:01:05?
All right, man. My friend's white. Of course he didn't season none of this food.
Man, you know damn well. I see you helped me season the damn
saying,
food.
it's never seasoned on it.
Shit. My friend's black. Of course he asked for a watermelon Red Bull.
Look, don't start that. You literally said that's the only flavor you had in
But
it.
does it matter? So which one you
it's the only
That's
one you
what
had.
you're drinking.
My friend
This is a beautiful thing.
is white. Of course it's the only way he's gonna fucking jump.
A white dude just won the dunk contest.
That don't mean he's half black. He's half black.
Touched the rim in high school.
Yeah, okay.
My friend's black. Listen.
Dude, this is your house.
You right.
Friend's white. Of course he wants to look for the killer. Look at him.
This is the 5th time I told you to get out my damn yard.
My friend's black. Of course I don't invite him over to swim.
Dude, what do you mean? I'm literally a lifeguard.
Yeah, and you haven't saved anybody. Coincidence?
Of course he makes out with his dog.
No, come on, man. That's her nasty ass.
Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? It is okay to be white.
No, that's not okay. It's terrible to be white. Too much to be white.
It's not something you get to choose to be or not. It's something you're born as.
Why is it not okay to be white?
Y'all have done too much. I would rather
people?
Yeah, as a whole.
Too much good or too much bad?
Too much bad.
What should white people do about that?
Try not to be white.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, it doesn't matter how much reparations we do or how much we deny racism or be an ally. It's never enough by the virtue of us just being born this color. So why even try, right? Why even try?
You're right.
So you just don't like white people as a whole?
No. Yeah, I am racist.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just flip the script and have this be a white woman talking to a black guy. Completely different.
100%.
Me and Brandon gonna eat at Cracker Barrel. Brandon, how you feel about eating in a barrel full of crackers?
It's true. I don't think I've ever seen a black person at a Cracker Barrel, but they should be there. The chicken fried chicken. Oh.
Told you it was a Cracker Barrel.
Anyways, did you laugh? You might be conservative. Don't forget to subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video.